Well, looky here, Kelstermania. It is week 17 in the NFL, and I am coming to you on location. My therapist said to me, you need to eliminate all stress in your life, and that's what I've done. Here I am, kids. I am down in Cancun at the Margaritaville Island Resort. Let's bring in Joe D'Amico, the newest poet laureate from one and only Las Vegas, Nevada. Joe D'Amico, good to see you, brother. I'm on the beach. I'm in the sun. I'm living the life. Thank you to a number of plays that we had last week in the NFL, in college football, and college basketball. We're doing well. How are you doing, my friends?
I am wonderful. Very excited about this edition of our weekly free pick show. Kelly, I'll tell you why. It's the last show of the calendar year. One thing I got to ask you. I'm happy you're in Cancun. You're away from that cold Canada weather. Can you please stop texting me pictures of you in a Speedo on the beach? It's killing me.
Honest to God, everybody's looking, asking why I bring a roll of dimes with me, and I just use it just in case I have to go down to the washing machine. I'll tell you, it is a fantastic time. It is a fantastic place. It's windy as hell down here. So I'm having a little trouble hearing you, Joe. So if I sound like I'm answering your questions like I'm still in grade 2 as opposed to the grade 1 that I'm normally in, that is why. Let's talk about NFL Week 17, though, brother. This is coming up to be a fantastic week. I know you got 2 great games. I know you'll have 2 favorites. Las Vegas at the Colts, Indianapolis coming up. You got the -6.5. Tell me about this game, Joe. Tell me why you like the Colts over the Raiders, because I know you're a Las Vegas boy.
Well, Kelly, I'm always going to root for my hometown teams, and the Raiders are a hometown team. But Raider fans, let's pump the brakes. The last 2 weeks, your 16-14 win over the Browns, your 17-13 win over the Broncos. Well, both of those came against teams that were ravished by missing stars. Both came against backup quarterbacks. Now, sports fans, as of taping, Carson Wentz may be cleared to play here, but either way, Vegas is outclassed. Jonathan Taylor, he's a stud. He's chomping at the bit, just knowing he gets to face the Swiss cheese-like Las Vegas run defense. And let's face it, folks, when you match up the NFL's 5th-ranked scoring offense with its 26th-ranked scoring defense, things are going to get ugly. Let's flip it around. Let's flip side it. The Raiders, they're having issues crossing the goal line. No big news there. But they have to line up against a Colts defense that has allowed 17 points or less in 5 of the last 6 games. Vegas, 3-7 ATS the last 10 on the road, while Indy, 4-1 ATS the last 5 versus the AFC. Under a touchdown is a late Christmas gift. Take it, unwrap it, and enjoy it, folks.
Well, you know, Ukrainian Christmas comes about a week after, so we're going to throw that. I'm half Ukrainian. I don't know which half. We're going to check that out a little bit later as we're having some pierogies. For New Year's Eve coming up, we're shooting this show on Thursday. Games are on Sunday. Lines are going to move, so we encourage everybody, keep coming back to GameChangerz.ca for updated lines on our ticker every day. We have free plays. Make it a habit. Make it an institution. Come back and check out the value that we're giving you on those plays. Now let's go to our game number 2 of Joe D'Amico's insight into Week 17. We've got Kansas City going in, laying 5 points in Cincinnati. Kansas City seem to be picking up steam here later on in the season.
Well, Kelly, I don't just like this game. I love this game. Sports fans, with last week's 36-10 demolishing of Pittsburgh, Kansas City clinched a playoff spot. Right now, the Chiefs, they own a 1-game lead over the Titans for the AFC's best record. Guys, they want the top seed come the postseason. Andy Reid wants to be the number 1 seed. Patrick Mahomes, he leads the number 4 scoring offense in the league. Beep, beep, beep. What is that? That's the mismatch alert, guys. The quarterback will absolutely shred the Cincinnati 29th ranked pass defense. All this would be enough for me to put a big lean on the Chiefs. But I'm going to tell you why I really love this game, because it's their defense that puts the icing on the cake here, my friends. They've allowed 17 or less in 7 of the last 8 meetings. Guess what? All wins. That's right. They've rattled off 8 straight victories, 6 straight covers. Now, folks, I like Joe Burrow. He's got a future. Him and the Bengals have come a long way, but this is still a very young squad, and I feel that after last week's beating of the Ravens, they're in serious letdown mode here. KC, 5-0 ATS the last 5 versus AFC opponents. Cincinnati, 2-5 ATS the last 7 at home. Take the Chiefs, and you know we're going to take them all the way to the bank.
Beautiful, beautiful. On next week's therapy show that Joe and I do on another channel for personal development, we're going to teach you all about the difference of like versus love. But right now, we're going to take a 15-second break. We're going to bring you a commercial break, showing you Game Changers, the only place to get your sports betting information. We'll be back in 15 seconds with New York Pellet.
The best bets are not on Wall Street.
GameChangerz.ca, the ultimate source for sports betting information.
Ultimate source for sports betting information, absolutely. I'm in the sun. I'm in the fun. I am away from minus 40-degree wind chill. Had to do it. Therapist's advice. Trust me on this one. A little counseling goes a long way, my friends. And I'll tell you what, I don't need any counseling coming introducing New York Pele. This is the man that looks to pick every underdog play that's great value. Where the lines are wrong, New York Pele coming in, my friend. I like week 17 for so many reasons. And there's so many spots where the numbers just don't make sense the way the lines makers have put them out. Let's talk about this Giants and Chicago game. Giants +6. You're taking the dog as always. Let's get a little justification, brother.
Chicago just changed coaches. It's not going to make any difference. They didn't change players. The quarterback, Justin Fields, has been playing. I don't like this Chicago team at all. The Giants are no better, but my God, taking 6 in this game. This game has a field goal written all over it. Again, I sprinkle a little money on the money line here, but Giants +6 is real good. I just don't like the Bears. I don't like them.
I hear you. Well, I'm going to toast that. We're drinking champagne out of a water glass, and that's what we're going to be doing because you have put out some unbelievable plays. Your college plays have been making me money. That's why we got the Boxing Day sale, December 26th on Air Canada. Took us out of the cold down here. I'd like to get one more great play from you for the end of the year here, my friend. Carolina is going into New Orleans. I almost went to New Orleans because that's a fun place to go and hang out. But Cancun seems to be a little bit better. Let's talk about this game at the Superdome, brother.
These are two teams that could care less if they even finish the season. We're taking +7 with Carolina here. New Orleans has nothing. Since Jameis Winston is down, their quarterback, they stink. And Carolina, they're in disarray, but they'll play close enough. And there's another field goal game. These are rotten games, but this is where you can make some really big money. And that you can do it betting bowl games. We're putting up bowl games. We put up South Carolina today, a 12.5-point dog. And that team won straight up by 17 points. This is what we find. The lines move. Do not bet the lines moving in the wrong direction. If it goes from 4 to 7, you don't lay the 7. You take the 7. Trying to explain that to you guys. I'm giving you a lesson I learned after 50 years of gambling. I win now because I look at the lines. I watch everything. And I'm very much into psychological, how teams are up and down and, what they're doing. These games this week, all 4 of these teams that are playing that I'm talking about, they got no reason to even be on the field. And with COVID, who the hell knows? So take those points.
Absolutely. Lots of teams in disarray. If I keep drinking champagne out of a water glass, I'm going to be in disarray and miss my flight home for New Year's Eve back in Calgary. Thank you very much, Pele. Let's bring Joe D'Amico in here. I'm going to give you a little play from the old Kelstermania down south, talking to all the Americans. They're giving me their insight, but I'll tell you what, I love a game. Arizona at Dallas. Cowboys at home. Arizona last week losing 22-16 to the Colts. Huge win. I had this first half in the game. I had the Cowboys over Washington, 56-14. It's so nice when you bet a game and you're just winning all the way. It is just such a great feeling. I think this game is going to be the same spot like this. I see Dallas at home really continuing that momentum. Arizona's been in a little bit of disarray. We've had him a couple of spots here. Hasn't paid out. Kyler Murray has had a very disjunctive season, going up, going down. He's played great. He's played the shits. So I love Dallas. I love the Cowboys this weekend. I love Joe D'Amico, and I love New York Pele. It's an expression of my feelings. Again, the therapist, he says, go to the beach. Tell your friends you love them. If anybody doesn't like you, you purge them out of your life. That's my advice, Mike. Life advice coming to you from GameChangerz, the 3-headed bookie killing monster. Go to GameChangerz.ca, everybody. And I've got a special. This is a special for you because I'm feeling a little bit crazy. I'm feeling a little bit kicked up. We have a brand new TikTok page. If you go on there, I'm putting up my daily round robins, my 5x3 parlays. These are my personal plays. I'm putting them up for free all week, all the way through to the new year. So go onto TikTok, GameChangerz PVN. PVN stands for Player Vision Network. You're going to see a lot more of that coming up in the new year. Joe D'Amico, New York Pele, thank you very much. I'm at the beach. You guys are grinding at home. I appreciate that because I love sitting on the beach. Thank you, everybody, for watching us. Thank you, everybody, for following us here. I'm checking out. We'll see you back in Canada in a couple of days. And next week, we've got some great playoff NFL action coming up here really soon. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll catch you next time.